Hey y'all, welcome to Happy Art Creations. I'm Tammy and today I'm going to do my very first open pour cup. I've never done one and I'm almost to my year mark of where when I first started and I just never tried it. That's all there was to it. I got involved with other stuff and just never, and so now I'm seeing people do stuff and I'm thinking, oh, I think I'm going to try it. But I wanted to show you real quick. This dried pretty good. I believe it's completely dry. This was our last video. And anyhow, there's still a time for you if you want to be put in the hat to try to win this. All you have to do is watch my last video, hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to get your notifications, press all. I'd appreciate it if you would, but really that's all you have to do is watch the video, hit like and subscribe, and you have an opportunity to win this. I think I am going to resin over it, so that's even pretty cooler. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside. This was on MDF board. This one right here, it's the same size. Same size. I did the other side here, and I'm just putting these underneath to hold it. Alright, I've got my white that I'm going to put as my base and my puddle. And I mixed up a lot of paints, y'all, so some paints are a mixture of multiple brands. Like this one is a light berry violet metallic. That's one of my colors. It's super duper pretty. Let's see, it is that one. Then I have plain old orange. This is Artist Loft. I'll get these out of the way as I'm doing it. I added just a little white to this to give more of a peachy kind of color. Did the Carmine red right here. I like Carmine red because it has a pink undertone. It's kind of where I'm going. Kind of, sort of. This right here is I can never say the name, but I'm going to say A Crimson, and I added some berry metallic. Okay, so it's very luscious. There's that word again. I said luscious. You know, I didn't say luscious until I started doing this. I guess I gotta stop. I hear other people say it and I agree with them in my mind. So paint is kind of cool. Then I've got just plain old yellow. I believe this is from Golden. Golden. I had gotten a free, was it High Flow in a set that they sent me. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to use this turquoise deep. Honestly, I don't even remember what brand this was, and of course 24 karat gold. So these are maybes, but I have another painting that I loved, and it has very similar colors like this, except it didn't have yellow, but it had a lot of these colors. And so I thought, well, maybe. I don't know. It's going to be a placement thing. So I've been hanging out with watching videos to figure out the best way to do this. So let me get my colors back in order that I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to kind of go warm, did that backwards, warm to cool. Don't hold me to that, okay? But as I do it, you'll see. Again, I think this is 9 by 12. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yep, it's 12. Oh, did it backwards. Oh, 8.5 by 12. These are odd pieces that my husband was able to get at work. That's all on those. Let's see. And if I do this, geez, I gotta be careful where I put it. All right. If you haven't figured it out, sometimes I hum or sing in the middle when I'm trying to think. So some people just do all kinds of other little things when they're trying to think about things. And that's what I do. So sometimes I do it even, I don't even realize I'm doing it. Which is okay with me. I am going to be using white also. My white is Artist Loft White. Okay. And earlier today, I spent lots of time mixing paints. So you see all my paints, they have bright new labels and everything on them. Generally, my paint mixture lately has been just Floetrol and water, and this is what I'm doing. I've decided I'm not going to mix up a whole bunch of paints with different kind of thicknesses, because sometimes it just ends up being a mess and I end up making more for a different type pours, because you know different pours have different consistencies. So I decided I'm going to make them on the thicker side, and if I need something thinner, all I have to do is add a little bit pouring medium or a little bit of water to thin them down to where I want them. So to me, that's kind of how I'm doing it. That's how I'm riding. So I'm going to go ahead and start. We have this crazy weather going on. How about y'all? Anybody? Here in Tennessee, it was warm, it was cold. It's warm and it's cold. It's windy, it's raining. Might have thunderstorms tonight. Or is that tomorrow? You know, I can't even keep up anymore. We've had weather in the lower 80s. And the next thing you know, we have mornings in the 30s. So, I mean, come on. I know it's spring. I know that's what's going on. But, let me stand up and make sure I got all this stuff done, because I want a little bit on there. These dry really, really nice, and I'm just curious, because I can't go to, I live in a little town, and I'm a good hour or so from Michael's, and Hobby Lobby is not open here. It is not open. Excuse me. And so, in doing so, you know, I'm just using what I have. And so I'm using these little boards. I have some other canvases, but you know, for a trial one, I think I'm going to, you know, just use what I have here. And hopefully they're starting to open things up little by little. I don't know if Hobby Lobby, I do miss going to my stores. I kind of do both pretty evenly, but I think I'm a little bit more apt to do Michael's for right now, just because, I don't know, I just do. So okay, I'm going to start with my, if I got it right, they did this, and then they put a puddle in the middle. So I'm going to start with white. Then I'm going to do my pretty A Crimson, it's a big long word, A Crimson with berry. You know, I didn't know why I was going to do this red. I only poured, that's it. That's all I made, because I wasn't sure, even though I have more. I don't know if I want too much red, so I'm going to set that aside and just move on. I think all of these colors are going to blend so well. Oh, it's already starting to move. Okay, don't you go too far yet. All right. I'm going to hold on to that for just a sec. Maybe lift it up here. There, move it so it doesn't move. All right, here's my pretty orange. It's just bright orange. I'm going to move it this way just a little, see if it'll start going that way. Oh, this is turning out pretty. Y'all, I've never done this before. It looks so much like fun. There is no, just so you know, there's no silicone in this at all. No silicone. I'm going to put some white in between. Oh, she's looking gorgeous. Some yellow. Tell me, should I? Should I? All right, let me put, because I'm thinking that that blue, that's the end of that one, but I've got more. Not too much, but I think it's going to be a good addition. And then I'm going to add the gold. Oh, it's looking gorgeous. A little bit more white. Probably have too much paint. But I don't know about y'all, but I'm okay with this. Let's bring it down this way and see what happens. Looks like I'm showing some of my skin. So we'll lift that up just a little, back out a little bit there. And go this way. The colors are gorgeous. And look at the cells. They're doing that all by themselves. Okay, I think I'm going to try some more crimson. A little bit more white. A little bit of that. A little dabble do ya. And come around this way. And it's moving on its own, so let's not let it get too crazy. I know I might be I'm afraid that it's, let me just kind of lift a little and help this. Maybe it's just not enough. There we go. Oh, I got one of my kitties in here. Anyone else have kitties? Alright. So I think I saw someone do that. And when they moved it, it ended up looking 3D. So let's move it around. I'm going to move it nice and slow. Look at these cells, y'all. I kind of want to have some negative space, so let me bring it this way. And now you can always pour your own negative space in. Some people are afraid. I'm not sure how I like this side that I really messed with, so let me try it. I'm going to try moving it around. It's very colorful. I think that extra I put in, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Okay. Let me put it down, let it sit and think. And let me kind of think it over and see what's going on. It's actually very, very pretty. Let me torch it. I did make this paint earlier today, so there's probably a few more extra little bubbles. Okay. I like this part of it. I don't like that part. So, hang in there, I'm not done. Okay, it's making beautiful colors down here that I can use. All right. I'm not so sure about that right there. This here is a turkey baster, and I'm just going to use it to kind of blow a little here. Trying to be careful not to bring up too much. All right, so I'm going to take, I'm playing, you know, when something isn't quite right and you want to work on it, well, by golly, I'm going to work on it until I get what I want. So, like I said, I've never done this before, but I think we can turn anything we want to into something beautiful. We just have to work at it sometimes. I'm trying to join some of these colors over here. There we go. Well, that's already starting to look gorgeous, isn't it? I think it is. Now, right in here, there's some swirly little areas, and so what I'm going to do, I want to make that a little bit more pronounced. So I'm going to put a little bit of this blue right here, and I'm going to put it on my little skewer, okay? And I'm going to start up here and bring it down. I had a lot on my skewer there. Remember, this is your art. And sometimes we have to, here's this word, fiddle fart around with it, y'all, until we get it the way we want it. And I'm not there yet. But I'm trying. You should have seen our puppies today. Again, those of you who have never watched me before, we have two puppies. One's they're called Dorgies. Okay, they're half Dachshund and half Corgi, and they are hilarious. And while hubby's trying to teach them to fetch a what is it called? A frisbee. Well, they're not so bright yet, but they're getting there. But they're so funny. What do you guys think so far? I'll pull this up in just a minute. I'm not so sure about this right here. I mean, I'm not going to be offended at all if I take some white and pour that off. Let me try starting here. I like some of the cells. I just don't like it all. Who is it? Cause Creations. She calls her black or whatever, her white, whatever. She calls that her eraser. So I thought, okay, that sounds good to me. Alright. Touch. Touch. Alright. Now, I like the composition now. I'm almost ready, but I want to do a little something right here. So I think I want to bring a little bit, just a hair of gold right here around the end, the edge. I'm going to try to do this very gently. And then kind of flare it out a little bit, so. I had such a pleasant day earlier today. Oops. Just, it was so relaxing. This is so therapeutic. So therapeutic to do this. It almost looks like lace. I don't know about you, but I love it. I am loving this. Alright. Maybe something right there. Are you yelling at me? Stop! Stop! I'm almost there, y'all. But I'm one of those that say the same thing to people. Stop! You don't have to do anymore. Well, here I am. Let me try that lacy stuff again. There we go. That just gave it an extra little something something. Okay? What do you think? If you want to leave a comment, you can. You can fuss at me if you want. Just please be kind in your fussing. Say, you should have stopped. You should have stopped. Well, I didn't want to stop. I wasn't ready to. And the only one I really have to please, and this is not being, you know, snooty, it's my art. But if there's anyone out there that is interested in this, it will be for sale. I think everybody's willing. I'm just trying to pour off some of that white right there. Oh, I love this. Y'all, I am loving this. Absolutely loving it. Also, move Kitty. I almost sat on her, actually did. When you have a cell that is kind of funky out of the way, you can just run your skewer like that and see, now I kind of got a little heart going. And I'm cool with those little hearts, see? It just adds a little bit of something. I think this is gorgeous, y'all. What do you think? All right, let me finish this, and I'm going to say I'm done. There. It just needed a little bit extra. Okay, I'm going to bring it up and let you see. I'm afraid to get too many cells, but let me try this white in these areas there. There was quite a few right in there. Maybe where I put the gold. And a quick over one. There we go. I don't want to do too much. I don't want any more cells because I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. All right. So here we go. Ta-da! My very first open cup. And I think I love it. And I'm glad that I put that blue in there because it just brought in something else. Can you see it? And a lot of these colors are metallic, so hopefully this will dry really nice. I think the only one that doesn't is the peach and the yellow. I don't have any metallic. Let me show you what I do to make. You can make any of your paints. I even have some black metallic. And all you have to do is either add one of the Deco Arts darker ones, you can do that. But I put some of this, oh, you can't see it, Sargent Art Acrylic Pearlescent Mixing Medium. In a big container, you probably, maybe 8 ounces, you probably only need about a tablespoon-ish. Some of the colors do not, just for some reason, you just can't see a lot of the pearlescence. So just keep that in mind that it won't always show up. But y'all, I'm super glad about this. Oh, I did want to show you if there's any of these that are worthy of making jewelry. Did I show you this last time? I don't remember if I did. Okay, well, let me show you. I'm going to take a cabochon. I keep them close by. Okay, here's that cabochon. See it right there? It's glass, okay, and I got some paint on it. So what I'm going to do is I've got a golf tee and a little bit of that like poster putty, and I'm going to put that on there. And because I handle it like that, even with my hands, I take my shoulder and I've got a little t-shirt and I wipe it off just to make sure there's no residue. I'm going to move this real quick and I'll be right back. Let me just move this over to the other side. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous! I can't wait for y'all. I'm excited to see now. Can you see all that? Can you see all that? Oh my gosh. Okay. I tried to order some of the bigger ones of these cabochons, and about 50% of the 30 that I got were broken, scratched, or so anyhow, I'm in the process of sending them back. Now I'm going to look for places that just look like they might be beautiful and might make a pretty jewelry. This area right in here, I won't be able to show you this, but I do have the ones that I did last time real quick. I can go get those. They're just right up there. And when you do it, it's going to come up like that. That's the back side, and that is not what the art is going to look like. Your piece of jewelry, and I make a lot of them in the bigger ones into magnets and things like that, but your piece of jewelry is going to be it's going to be on the other side, which I can't show you. And then I put it on my little tray. And I've got those other ones that we did the other day. And let me go get them. Is there one more here? up doing a couple others. Now I haven't cleaned these, but let me show you. That's the one that we did with the, actually the one that is up for a, someone could win. That's some of the paint. And again, these need to be cleaned, but can you see those colors? And these are a lot of those colors flash. And you see the colors changing. I think I have another one or two over there, but I'm just going to show you these right here. I also did coasters, and I'm probably going to do at least a couple coasters here. I won't keep you on that. I just wanted to show you and let you be in the room with me when I did my very first open cup, and I think I did a good job. I'm really loving it. Let me bring it one more time. All right, and as I say this, look at that. It's gorgeous. See the gold areas that I added in? It's very, very pretty. I might do another. Anyhow, if any takeaway on this, don't be afraid to fiddle-faddle around with your art. Don't be afraid to use your erasers, aka my white paint or black paint or whatever paint you want to do. Make it your own. Don't be afraid. This is your art. Anyhow, I want to say good night. I wish you the best. Stay safe and sleep tight. Bye-bye.